What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
Now, Marvel vs. Capcom Collection has been announced to come to consoles, and it includes Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and that has been shocking to a lot of people out there. Like, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was a game that's been delisted for a very long time, and now, after years and years and years of fans requesting it, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is now finally going to be available for purchase. And a lot of people are shocked by this, but I wasn't. And I told people that this was going to happen, and happen pretty soon, sooner than you think. But how did I know that this was going to happen? Well, there's two big reasons why this is happening and why this is happening now. So, one of the reasons why this is happening is because X-Men is now going to be the MCU's new golden goose. And they are now ready for the world to see what they have planned for the X-Men universe now that Disney owns the rights to these X-Men characters for movie rights, which they bought from 20th Century Fox. But before, especially with this last Marvel vs. Capcom game, it was notably missing all the X-Men characters. And their reasoning for that was that they thought that Marvel fans wouldn't know who X-Men characters were, which was complete damage control. And definitely Disney telling them to say that. The reason why that game did not have any X-Men characters is because 20th Century Fox was in the middle of negotiating to sell these characters off. That's the reason. So now that Disney owns the rights to these characters, and now that they have their plans for their X-Men MCU, now that they have X-Men 97 being the biggest thing on Disney Plus right now, now they are ready to share this game back with the world. Because they easily could have released this game during, say, when Infinity Saga was out, when Endgame was out, and it would have sold buttloads of copies. But they didn't. Why? Because they didn't need to. Which brings me to the second reason. The other big reason why this game is coming out now, of all times, is because Marvel movies have been underperforming for the last 2 years. So now they need a W in that column. And this is an easy win for them. Fans have been begging for this for years and years and years, and now they want to give it to us. They didn't have to before because they were raking in the dough. Everything was getting great reviews. Everything was doing $1 billion here, $1 billion there. Not doing that anymore. So now they want to throw us a bone. And this is all about timing. This is about the fact that these Marvel movies have been underperforming for the last 2 years, and the fact that they are finally ready to introduce the MCU X-Men to the world. Now, this game was announced. No release date. Don't be surprised if this release date is actually sooner than you think, because I think that this game is going to release pretty soon after Deadpool 3. And the reason for that is because Deadpool 3 will supposedly feature quite a bit of cameos from X-Men characters, even non-MCU versions of X-Men characters. So they're pretty much going to release this game to also capitalize on the popularity of Deadpool 3. But yeah, that's the real reason why this game is coming out now and it didn't in the past. It's because, one, these Marvel movies aren't making as much money and aren't as popular as they were a few years ago, and because they finally have their full plans ahead for what they want to do with their X-Men characters in the new MCU.